Today I went to a storytelling event with me and a few other ladies, and it was about like sharing your stories. Like a story could be like something you've been through, so it's kind of like got a beginning, an arc, and then like an ending, kind of like a journey scenario. And anyway, oh my God, it was amazing. And I went first because they asked me to, and I was like, okay. And then at the end they were like, you need to share your story more because I haven't really shared it much. So I'm going to share it now. It's a bit maybe trigger warning-y, but yeah, it's got a good ending. Well, an ongoingly good ending. So when I was in year 12, I met a boy named Carlo, and he was half Italian, half Filipino, and he was so charismatic and so confident and so hot, and just, yeah, I really wanted to be with him, and we started dating, and then he was kind of playing the game, and I put my foot down and I was like, you either choose me or that's it. And he finally chose me, and I was like so happy, so excited. And anyway, we dated for a few years and I was totally in love. He was a little bit manipulative. I didn't know that at the time. But he definitely wore the pants, and I just played along because I didn't know any better. The thing though with him, as charismatic as he was and as much as everyone loved him, he was also suffering with depression. And so every night he would cry himself to sleep. And when I would sleep over and just watch him cry, I didn't know what to do. I didn't understand depression at the time. I'd never been through it myself. And it was really, really hard to watch and not be able to help. He tried many things to help himself as well. Like he went to Anthony Robbins seminars. He tried every religion you could ever think of. He went to psychologists and nothing ever helped him. So a few years later, I ended up falling out of love with him, and I moved away, and I moved to Melbourne to study teaching and pursue my acting and everything, and fell out of love, as you do. 2 years into my teaching qualification degree, I get a phone call from one of my friends from back home, and she said, do you know that Carlo's taken his own life? And obviously I was very shocked, but I also wasn't that shocked because of what I knew about his mental health. But it was devastating, and I went to his funeral, and his mother hugged me, and she's like, thank you so much for being here, like it means so much. She didn't know I was going to be there. The whole town, so it was a small country town, was basically there. A few years on, I found my own depression, and I was struggling, and I didn't really know even how to like cope with this healing of someone passing like this. And somehow I stumbled upon this lady when I was teaching. She worked in the office, and she goes, do you know I run meditations? And I didn't know that. I said, I don't know what meditation is, but I know I need it. During my first meditation session with her, I literally saw him in my visualization. He came to me, we spoke. It was a massive healing. And I also then found the path to spirituality. It all opened up for me, and I started learning more about spirituality, self-talk, healing, all these modalities that I'm still learning more of today. But I really realized that my passion is helping teenagers with their mental health. Like I couldn't help him, but now I can, and I do. So I go into schools and I teach students about self-talk through my performances and my workshops. I also teach people about that on my performances on TikTok, as you may have seen, or Instagram, or all of my channels. So yeah, I go into schools. I play out the role of a teenager going through her daily life at school. I play the teacher and the mum as well, and it's comedy, but then I play the characters of her mind. So her inner critic and her inner motivator. And her inner critic is the one that puts her down, the insecurity voice, the voice of I'm not good enough, the bully inside our mind, the one that perpetuates other bullying and makes us believe them and feel so low. And then the voice of the inner motivator, that voice of our heart, that is our true self, that we sometimes just don't know we should be listening to because no one's ever taught us to. So that self that can tell us we are amazing, we are good enough, we are all these things. But it is our choice which voice we listen to. I just was never taught, and I'm sure many people were never taught, you have a choice which thoughts you think, which voice you listen to. So yeah, I teach students, they have a choice of their thoughts. I teach them what affirmations are, and affirmations are just, positive statements we can say to ourselves in our mind to make us feel better, to make us feel more confident, to beat depression, anxiety, all of the things. It's still something that I work on, because we're always going to have an ego, that voice of the inner critic. It's always going to be there, but we always have a choice which thoughts to think. It's just an everyday practice and a management. So yeah, that's what I do. I thought I'd share my story and why I do it. And if you are a teacher and you'd like to book me, please have a look at my link on my website. I hope you can follow along for more skits and stories about healing and how to feel more confident. Thanks.